Have you ever wondered how the world's population grew from just a few million people to more than 8 billion? For thousands of years, the human population barely changed. Then, in what feels like the blink of an eye, it exploded. So what caused the biggest population booms ever recorded? The answer changed the course of human history. Around 10,000 years ago, most people lived as hunters and gatherers. Food was difficult to find, and survival was never guaranteed. Families were small, and populations grew very slowly. Then something remarkable happened. Humans learned to farm. Instead of constantly moving, people settled in villages and grew their own food. More food meant more people could survive. Villages became towns. Towns became cities. And that changed everything. But that's not the whole story. For thousands of years after farming began, population growth was still slow. Wars, famines, and deadly diseases often wiped out millions of people. One of the most devastating events was the Black Death in the 1300s. The plague spread across Europe, Asia, and North Africa, killing tens of millions of people. Entire towns were left nearly empty. It seemed impossible for the population to recover. But here's where it gets interesting. The population did recover, and eventually it began growing faster than ever before. The biggest turning point arrived during the Industrial Revolution. Factories produced more goods. Farmers grew more food using better tools. Railways and ships moved supplies much farther and much faster. Life slowly became more stable for millions of people. The surprising part is that medicine also improved dramatically. Doctors learned more about diseases. Vaccines protected millions from deadly illnesses. Cleaner water and better sanitation reduced the spread of infections. As fewer children died, populations grew even faster. By the early 1800s, the world reached its first 1 billion people. Reaching the next billion took only about 100 years. Then growth accelerated. 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. Each milestone arrived faster than the one before. But that's not the whole story. Not every country grew at the same speed. Some experienced enormous population booms. China and India became home to more than 1 billion people each. The United States expanded rapidly through immigration and natural population growth. Countries across Africa also experienced some of the fastest growth rates in modern history. Maps, charts, and population rankings changed almost every decade, and that changed everything. Growing populations created incredible opportunities. More workers built cities. More scientists made discoveries. More businesses created new products. But rapid growth also brought major challenges. Cities became crowded. Housing became more expensive. More food, water, energy, schools, and hospitals were needed every year. Governments had to plan carefully for the future. Here's where it gets interesting. Today, population growth is slowing in many countries. Some nations now have fewer births than deaths. Their populations are beginning to shrink. At the same time, other countries continue to grow quickly. The world's population is still increasing, but not everywhere in the same way. Experts believe future growth will be very different from the past. Some regions may become much larger, others may become older and smaller. The map of humanity is still changing, and the story isn't over yet. The biggest population boom in history wasn't caused by a single invention or one important event. It happened because farming, industry, medicine, transportation, and technology all improved over time. Together, they allowed billions more people to live longer, healthier lives. From small farming villages to giant modern cities, humanity has grown farther and faster than anyone could have imagined. And if history teaches us anything, it's this. The next great population story hasn't happened yet, and we're living through the beginning of it. This version keeps the pacing natural and matches the narration much better than trying to fit everything into a single 10-second ending.